around 6:45 p.m, a 000 call was made to paramedics who attended a caravan park on Old Chatswood Road, Daisy Hill, in relation to an unresponsive 5-week-old baby. That baby was then transported to the Logan City Hospital, where unfortunately it was pronounced deceased at around 8:30 p.m. that night. Detectives from the Logan District CPIU and the Child Trauma Task Force at Crime Intelligence Command commenced an investigation, which, as I stated, is Operation Tango Triandra. As a result of the protracted investigation, late yesterday, a 44-year-old Stretton man and a 36-year-old Zilmia woman were both charged with murder in relation to the 5-week-old baby. They'll both be appearing in court, Beenleigh Magistrates Court, today, and I'd just like to acknowledge the commitment of the team of detectives from both the Logan CPIU and the Child Trauma Task Force in having a high level of professionalism and commitment to bringing such a protracted and complex investigation to a conclusion where 2 people have been charged with the murder of that child. Open any questions?
Was there a recent breakthrough? How's the
An investigation of this nature is very complex, and one of the things that we were waiting on was some clarity around the medical examination of the child. That process can be quite lengthy because there are toxicology reports and also expert evidence from medical professionals who do autopsies and other aspects of it. So that can take quite a while. And we also had a number of investigative strategies that we were undertaking as well.
So calling on members, anyone who might have any information?
Yeah, certainly. One of the purposes of today was to make an appeal to members of the public who were in or around or may have visited that caravan park at Daisy Hill on or around the 14th of June of last year, or anyone who may have any information pertaining to this investigation. Now that we have 2 people charged, we're appealing on anyone who may have information that have not come forward beforehand to please contact Crime Stoppers, because our team of detectives would like to interview them and see what information they may have.
And the 2 people arrested in charge, are they the parents of the child?
Look, at this stage I'm unable to articulate what their relationship is to the child. The matter is now going before the court, and those particulars will be disclosed in due course.
Were the 2 people previously known to police?
Unfortunately, I can't disclose any particulars about these two people. Once the investigation commenced, both these people were, as the media release said, were known to the deceased child and were the focus of our investigation from the start. One of the things we had to wait on was some clarity around the medical evidence that may have pointed us in a particular direction.
What kind of information are you hoping to get from the public?
So I suppose from our perspective, caravan parks have people that come and go, that visit there, maybe as a resident, but also maybe visiting friends. If someone may have been in and around there and we weren't aware of it at the time, if they could come forward, or someone may know these 2 people and may have had conversations with them, we'd be really interested to see what those conversations may have involved or articulated. So even when people are arrested, the investigation is still ongoing, and we want to be in the position to present as much evidence as we can to the court so that criminal justice process can take its course. So yeah, if there's anyone, any members of the public who may have information, if they could please come forward, it would be much appreciated.
Is it possible to say, are they looking into whether the child was drugged or something like that?
Look, what I can say is that the medical examination of the child disclosed significant internal injuries. I actually won't go into any details because it's quite distressing, but it was quite clear as at the end of that medical examination process what the cause of death was, and the extent of the injuries that this 5-week-old child has sustained. It was very significant.
Was it due to something the child had ingested, anything like that?
No.
Does it appear to have been deliberate or an accident?
The information we have from the examination was that the injuries were not caused by any accident, and that there would have been significant force used to sustain those injuries. As you can appreciate, it's these types of investigations are quite complex and quite challenging, and it is quite also challenging for the investigators. So they have to listen to, read this information and speak to people about it. So I'd just like to commend the investigation team for their commitment over what's nearly 18 months in staying to the task and getting this result.
All good, guys?
Great. Thanks very much for your time this morning.